All right, let's talk about Jordan Love, who I have been kind of critical of these past, basically every game he's been in so far this year, saying that I think he's kind of been a bit underwhelming to start this season, especially after becoming the highest paid player in the NFL. And listen, I get that's a bit misleading because that's how quarterback contracts work, all that. I get it. But still, I think that this was, not the best start to the year. But I thought Love was really good in this game. The whole offense was great in this one, but Love was very strong. And so let's get into talking about what he did well. And if there were any negatives, there honestly weren't. Let's just get into the positives of Jordan Love and how he showed why he got that big contract in the first place. First, this one is a 3rd down and goal. You have Jaden Reed running a route that's going to be underneath the zone coverage right here. As you see, when Love takes the snap, he's going to look over in Reed's direction as of right now. And is there a window to make this throw? I mean, if he threw this one away, you'd say, well, yeah, sure, it's not really open. Totally understandable, right? But for Jordan Love, he is a bit of a gunslinger. This is why he gets the Brett Favre comparisons, and just because he plays for the Packers, that's most of it. But still, he's going to take chances. And as you see, look at that throw. I mean, that's just a thing of beauty right there. And again, for Love, say what you want about him, you can't deny his highlight reel level throws are very impressive. And this is what you want to see. I mean, this is great stuff. This plays another one. Again, a 3rd down right here. So being able to turn these, field goals into touchdowns is something that's a big deal, and Love has done a good job of that this year, even in the games that didn't go great at turning 3 into 7. Here's another opportunity. Zone coverage. You see the route on the screen. Watch as when Love takes the snap, he's going to look over here, and it's Romeo Doubs that he's looking at. And again, is this wide open? No, it isn't. He's just trusting he can hit a spot and trusting his guy. Watch as he puts this one right on the money, and a great job by Doubs to get into the end zone for a touchdown. So again, this is just things were working in this game. I mean, getting guys open consistently helps, but even when guys weren't getting open consistently, they're able to make plays work. Several guys are winning. It's not just one guy for the Packers. Like, for example, over here, Christian Watson, who was their leading receiver in this game, largely due to this catch, I feel like he's having a nice season. His numbers aren't crazy, 148 yards this season, but I feel like he's showing up in big ways at times. This is a big way where it's a deep shot right here. Love is going to take the snap, runs a play action. I think the safety moved in a little bit, so now you have a one-on-one matchup here down the field, and Christian Watson's just open. Again, say what you want about him and his, maybe lackluster route tree, and sometimes he drops passes, all that stuff. I get it. The guy's still 6'4" and runs a 4.3. Like, he's still someone you have to pay attention to. As you see, Love, again, right on the money. He was just on. I mean, it's just all these throws were just right on the money. He, maybe a throw or two that you don't love the placement on, but you really have to nitpick to do that. Basically, the throws that he was making were right on the money, and this is down the field too. So good job by everyone involved. Now, going over here, I'm not going to break down the play concept itself. Just want to talk about how you talk about with Jordan Love, you look at his box score stats, you might say, wait a second, he did have an interception in this game. Okay, 4 touchdowns is cool, but what happened with the interception? Well, as you see, it's just going to be the receiver falls down. It would have been a completion, but he fell down, and then it went past him to a Arizona defensive back who then gets the interception instead. So, totally not his fault. There's interceptions that aren't your fault, and then there's interceptions like this, which are just complete, okay, what are you supposed to do about that as a quarterback type plays? So, yeah, again, the negatives really weren't there. He also made plays like this, which is going to be a 3rd down and 5 here for the Packers. You see the route concept on the screen. Really, these deep routes are where you're going to want to look towards on this 3rd down and 5. But again, 3rd down and 5. You need 5 yards. If you get more than that, cool, but you want to make sure you at least get the first down here. Well, Love is going to take the snap. He looks down the field, and doesn't love what he sees. So, again, he probably should just throw a check down here. He has one open to a tight end. That's probably what he should do. But instead, he's going to use his legs. And hey, either way, whether you think he should have thrown a check down or not, he's still making something happen and being able to get the first down when the play concept as designed didn't work. So I think the first few weeks, basically the narrative was that Matt LaFleur was just finding ways to win with Jordan Love. And listen, I don't think that was totally unfair. Matt LaFleur was coaching great the first few weeks, and Love wasn't playing great. But at the same time, Like, we watched Jordan Love last year. We know he's capable of being this guy, and even when I was talking kind of my negative thoughts about some of his other performances, I kept saying, I think he'll probably turn it around, where we were all waiting for this guy to show up, and he's back, for sure. This is just, again, what he was doing when he was at his best last year, of being able to make plays happen. And then this play, which is just a fun one, so it's going to be a man coverage concept right here, and it's really just an all-out blitz for the Arizona Cardinals on a 3rd down and 4, 3rd down 11, so, field goal is okay. They just don't want the touchdown for Arizona, so for Green Bay, they want the touchdown. Make it a 3-score game. Love takes the snap, and again, because of the all-out pressure, there is going to be immediate pressure right here. He could throw one up to Romeo Doubs on this one if he wants to, but again, is it going to get open? You really just have to trust your guy, and you're going to have to throw this one off balance, so a bit of a risky play if that's what he wants to make. However, watch him do exactly that, throwing off his back foot, gets the completion, and gets into the end, Dobbs gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Again, trusting your guy. Listen, if that play doesn't work, everyone says, what a dumb decision by Jordan Love, and when it works, everyone says, what a great job, but it worked, so what a great job. So yeah, as a whole, this is a really good day from Jordan Love. I think people might write it off and just say, Cardinals defense, but okay, listen, you can still evaluate a performance even against a defense that maybe isn't great. You can still look at it and see the throws that he's making and say, this is good stuff, and this is, again, why he got this big contract. And while I have been critical of, the few games we've seen him play to start this season, the thing about Jordan Love is he still is a young player. He's still in his 2nd season, and you do expect some growth here still from a player like this. And as of right now, that's what we're seeing. And again, while the contract is always going to be just a part of the conversation until he wins an MVP or a Super Bowl, basically that it's just how it works. Is unless you go to that level, that's what people are going to talk about. At the same time, again, they're banking on him being able to hit. They're banking on him being able to succeed and get better. And if he does, well, then this contract, as crazy as it sounds, the way these quarterback contracts work, by the end of it, it might end up looking like a reasonable one. And that's maybe when you can hopefully have Love playing at his best and make things happen that way. So, yeah, as a whole, again, I think if you're a Packers fan, you've been having fun with the first 3 wins, but I think this one, I would think, is the one you have the most fun with, because you can kind of say, okay, here we're back. This is what we thought we'd be entering the season, and this is what they are right now. At least that's how I see it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.